I have got a client ask me this question, which immediately I did a lookup and I realized it's actually very straightforward. But of course, there are certain things you need to know about applying for Shopee CPAS. But of course, CPAS is very useful, especially if you have a Shopee store. Shopee is, it's still very popular in our part of the world, like Malaysia, Indonesia. Some of my clients was trying to stay away a bit from it because the fee that they are taking is high, but you can't really do much right now as the consumer behavior are very much stick to it. So yeah, it's actually the easiest way to start selling on in Malaysia and Indonesia and certain countries like that, even Thailand. But this is really something that you have to look for. Now, the reason why you want to have CPAS is because you're able to, with this, only with CPAS, you're able to retarget those people who have visited your Shopee store but yet to purchase, which is very important because if you don't have CPAS, when you drive people to your Shopee store, you are potentially sending the audience to your competitors. Of course, everybody can just, arrange, so-called appear alongside you, and Shopee would actually optimize and showcase other people who sell the same thing as yours. So potentially you are sending people to your competitors. But having said that, with the CPAS, you're able to effectively identify. I'm not saying that you are able to know who they are, but you're able to follow these people who have visited your store, added to cart, initiated checkout, but yet to purchase, and come back to them and again to convince them to buy from you. It actually, that's the most essential usage of it. But of course, there are a lot more different features inside CPAS. So I strongly recommend that you get CPAS if you're selling on Shopee or Lazada. But I don't know about Lazada, but Shopee is rather straightforward. So all you need to do is just go to go to Google and look for Shopee CPAS. And immediately the first link here says Facebook CPAS ads for sellers is the answer. But of course, if you need more help, I've got a lot of videos that talks about Shopee CPAS, how to do this and that, right? So you can just go through any one of them to answer your questions. So once you go in here, this is how you get started. So basically all you need to do is you scroll down and look for this link. There is a CPAS submission form that you can actually, just go through the steps, sign up the form, which is now in this new form right now, and fill out this form. And I think Shopee will come back to you within a week or two so that you can immediately get started. But there are a few things you need to know before you want to do your CPAS. So first thing first, in order to optimize your CPAS experience, you need to have a business portfolio, because a lot of people are still running ads with their own personal Facebook ads account, but get a business portfolio. So all you need to do is you can actually go to, this is what we call the business.facebook.com. This is where you start creating a business portfolio. All right. So that's where you get started, business portfolio. And then in there, I think, business.facebook.com/settings, something like that. I was looking at it. All right. So I have multiple business portfolio, but then again, this is where you can actually create one, go to the steps and create that one, and you have a business portfolio. And eventually that's how you get started. Now, second thing you need here is you need to have a new Facebook ads account that is solely for CPAS purpose. So Meta would actually ask you to become, Shopee will ask you to add them as a partner in your Meta ads, account. So you go through this link, you'll be able to know some of the important things that how to become, like this is Shopee's business manager ID. Okay, you just need to give, first you need to create an ad account, and then you give Shopee view insights access to, first add them through your as a partner, and then give them the access to your ad account, and they'll be able to connect everything to you. So that's the easiest way to get started. But of course, go through all the documentation is pretty straightforward. But having said that, getting CPAS is actually the first step. How do you run ads for CPAS is actually the most important thing. So essentially, the framework is very straightforward. I would always recommend to spend 80% at the top of funnel, meaning you spend 80% in acquiring new audiences and 20% in retargeting. That's essential. But having said that, when you are running ads on Shopee, there is a different structure when it comes to the top of funnel campaign. I would say you need to experiment to see whether it is more effective to get new audience or new customers through meta advertising or through Shopee advertisement. I've got a client. I mean, most of the time meta ads works really well in terms of acquiring new customers. But if your business is intent based, meaning people will actually search for it when they are looking for you, they will search for it on Google, they will search for it on Facebook, they will search for it, on Shopee. It is actually advisable to experiment with Shopee ads because Shopee will definitely connect you with people who are looking for you. And even though you say that, oh, what about Google? Don't worry about that. Don't need to run ads on Google because Shopee will do that. You get what I mean? Yeah. Shopee will run ads to advertise. And if you are running Shopee ads, meaning when they bring in, you'll be ranked higher, which you get the traffic anyway. So that's how you do it. So yeah, you need to navigate, you need to experiment to see. Yeah, so some of my clients spend maybe 50% of their 80% top of funnel budget on Shopee and remaining 40% on, like meta ads and stuff like that. So you just navigate. Yeah, and when it comes to retargeting, I usually recommend to start with a 7 days retargeting. And you watch the effectiveness and you watch the, the conversion rate and the frequency. And rarely we need to extend to 14 days, but those are the things usually what we would, what do we call the point of consideration would be, the question is how long people need to consider whether to buy from you or someone else. So that's how you do it. Yeah. I mean, just in case you need help, I do help businesses navigate problems that you have, challenges that you are facing, or even to set up a meta ads campaign. So you can scan this QR code and book a one-on-one Zoom call. 30 minutes is good enough for us to probably look into your campaign and see what's going right or wrong in your campaign and how can we actually do it better. Or if you're new to meta ads, CPASS campaign, if you need help navigating how to set up quickly, well, 30 minutes may not be sufficient. In that case, you can actually go for 60 minutes. We can actually spend 60 minutes together and I would guide you on how to set up the campaign, at least for the first time, so that you can actually do this on your own in the future moving forward. So yeah, if you need help, scan this QR code and I look forward to work with you.